Well, no surprise, guys. You can see I'm working on another pipe. My favorite style, obviously, the Wizard or Hobbit style, whatever you want to call it. You know, Tolkien, Middle Earth type of church warden. This is reminiscent of the last one you've seen. Slightly little more artistic style to the bowl, and a thicker stem on this one because I'm actually considering selling this one. So I just wanted a little bit more robust, not quite prop quality, I guess you could say. Something a little stronger, hold up to the use. And right now I've done my shaping on the shaper that you saw there, and now I'm just running through the grits, sandpaper. I do this by hand, most of it. Just the basic shaping is done by the 2/6" I got a 6" on the combo sander, which is solid. Then I got a foam backed one on the drill press that lets me, you know, do a little more round shaping and stuff like that. But after that, it all comes down to you know, some blocks, sanding sponge, and working through the grits until I get to the point where I can actually start doing polishing on it. But I'm very happy. Still do a little more rounding in here, but for the most part I'm up at 300 grit now, so I'm really going to start bearing down on the stem and get that nice and mirror after the polish. Anyway, I'm going to stain it after that. It's nice. You can see there's some bird's eye in this maple stem that I did. That's pretty cool. Comes out in the stain as well. When you polish it, it looks almost 3D, so I'm really happy with this. Don't know what I'm going to charge for it, but I'm going to sell it on bushcraftusa.com. Also pounding out some stamps or some leather patches in between sanding. I get up, start pressing out another one, get that out in the sun to dry, things like that. But I'm trying to get all my projects in as quick as I can, because in a few weeks I just won't be able to work outside anymore. I don't have an indoor shop, you know, so it makes it tough. It's kind of depressing having to break down the whole shop and not be able to work for several months because, you know, everything here is going to be covered in snow. So, wife and I are still trying to get a house. You know, I keep saying it, with luck, hopefully soon it'll happen, and bam, you know, I'll have an indoor shop, and we can start getting real serious. I want to get real serious with my pipe making, my making videos like this, you know, actually doing things. Because I'll be honest, like, my son is taking a nap now, so, and he's right inside the door there, but I come out, and that's a way for me to, you know, to shoot a little video, have a little quiet time to stand on my days off, or to do projects. He comes out, it's a little more hectic, and it's not as easy to film. Because, you know, obviously I don't want him right by the bench when I'm working on stuff, but I want him to be associated with tools as well, you know, because I don't want that kind of kid. I want a kid who does things. But either way, once I have my own shop, it'll be easier to step out at night when the wife's home for a couple hours maybe, and, you know, working on projects and things. But here I am, and you know, I'll get back to as I go through this pipe. I'll show you another one that you saw in the video there, talk about that one. And thanks for coming along, guys, and see you in a few minutes. So I put some stain on it, real lightly, not that dark, just enough to bring out the nice grain patterns, some of the bird's eye and the layers in the stem where the knots used to be. And I imagine this is going to polish up pretty nice. And we'll get cranking on that in a little bit. The surface is dried. And figured I'd show you this other one I did the other day. Oh no, I did it Monday, sorry. Just a little fat poker style. Polish. I used a piece of Antler. Polished it out to like glass. You know, I don't know how that'll look on camera, but yeah, looks just like glass or stone or something. Once again, I don't have a lathe, so I can't. You know, I could, I guess. I don't think they'd look that great, but build part of the shank out of the Briar itself. So I actually just measure off the hole, a wall thickness on this one, bring it right to it, drill down in through this way, and I swear it took me like 40 minutes to get the fit of this just right inside to the pipe, and to make sure it fits snug a little ways inside of this. And then I brought it together at the at the joint with wood glue again, not in the chamber, like I like to tell you. You know, it's not in there where the, you know, the smoke or heat is. It's right at the joint. Bring it together, pressed it, you know, and then I let it set, and then I shaped a bit out of the antler itself. I was pretty happy with it. There's just beautiful grain on this piece of briar that I use. It's just all wavy, and I like it that way. There's tons of bird's eye in this too. You can see them all through here. Not too bad. I polished it out pretty well. I got a lot of the scratches out. The hole is nearly at the bottom. I'm not perfect, but it's really, really close. So I was happy that I met it that far. It's a pretty deep bowl. It's over an inch, say that much. Deep for the ones I've done. And very thick walls. Probably should last a long time. I wager, because this antler, the first several smokes out of this are probably going to be pretty antlery, bone tasting, but I imagine that'll disappear, because I know a lot of people have made woodsman pipes right out of antler completely. But you know, whoever I won't sell this. This will probably be a gift to somebody, you know, a fellow woodsman or something like that. Can't say what I'll do with it, but I was happy with how it came out. So pretty cool, a lot of fun. I love this style. Probably my favorite. I said after that, I think the poker is the coolest. I just think the way it feels in the hand. You see old loggers, you know, he's had a style like this. It sits real close to the face. You can chomp right down on it. It's not way out in the way. A nose warmer, so to speak. But I'm getting there. You know, shop's gonna close soon, so it's gonna stink. Won't be able to do any more of these until next year. But hopefully by then we have a house, or I have a lathe, one or the other. Start doing some more interesting things. So we'll get back to you when we start the buffing process on this. And that's where I'm going to leave it. I just buffed it out with Carnauba. Stain took to the bowl pretty good. Not as happy with the stem. But one thing I noticed, handling the other one, it darkens up real fast. So not too worried about that. It made all the grains pop. 3D effect where the branches were coming off of this stem. So pretty cool. And I'll throw some stills at the end. And thanks for checking it out. Looks like my little man's going to come out and interrupt me. It's too bad. Try to check the camera, see where we're at, but yeah, not too bad at all. Very happy with it.